Good morning. I thought I'd like to speak to you again on the video about our upcoming lesson, Lesson 6. Lesson 6, of course, is going to be a transition from the first 5 lessons where we focused on how people should make decisions using ethical frameworks as a guide. Basically, we call this normative ethics. The last 3 lessons are going to focus on descriptive ethics. How do people actually make decisions? That's going to be the focus of the next 3 lessons. As a matter of fact, I think it comes at a very interesting time. The VW scandal is really rocking the papers these days. It's certainly the size of the issue 2-3 years ago involving Toyota. And it's reaching proportions, I think probably not nearly as serious as Enron, but at least suggesting that it's one of those big issues that we should pay attention to and learn from. And what we know here is that there were people in VW who thought they were making the right decision, even though, in fact, they, from a corporate social responsibility point of view, were, according to many folks, and you may be one of them, maybe not, believe that they were making exactly the wrong decisions. It wasn't, by the way, that they were only interested in shareholders. From what we've learned so far, in any case, it's more than we just want to make the biggest profit possible. There were also issues related to employees and concerns for that group of stakeholders, maintaining jobs, increasing market share in order to maintain jobs. So it wasn't simply an issue of can we make the last dime. On the other hand, it certainly does suggest that there were problems in VW understanding the implications, particularly the honesty of what was being represented as their product to the public. The way we're going to approach the assignment this week, we have one assignment that is basically redo. Go back to lesson 2. You remember Joe in the bathtub and having to make a decision about how to help and whether to help even an employee in distress. We're going to revisit that very same set of facts. And facts are going to be exactly the same. The question, however, now is not going to be normative. It's not going to be what should Joe have done. The question in this case is going to be how would Joe have made this decision? What was the thought process that was going to help determine the choice that Joe would make? The second exercise, the discussion forum this week, is really going to focus on something many of you can remember very easily, the Columbia shuttle disaster, and how it really did, every time there was a shuttle disaster, it rocked the nation. And generally speaking, there were issues behind this particular disaster that really resonate even today with respect to the study of ethics. How could people make decisions and rationalize decisions that had such a high probability of failure, where there was a real chance that people's lives could be lost? You're going to read from a text that we have some material from in eReserve and apply what you've learned in that chapter to another article on the disaster itself. So this week is a transition week. I look forward to any questions you might have about it. And I'm looking forward, by the way, as we're winding down to see how you translate into this new realm that we're going to be focusing on. You guys have a great week. If you have any questions, please get in touch. Bye-bye.